welcome back to another ASMR video. In this one, I'm actually going to be giving you a little announcement, and so I'm just going to be talking about that in this one. But I do want to announce that this is actually the first ASMR video shot in 8K resolution. Now, don't go looking on your quality settings and trying to change it to 8K because unfortunately YouTube doesn't have an easy method of uploading a 8K video, and plus it'd be kind of pointless anyway, especially if you don't even have like a 4K monitor that you're watching on. If you are a visitor to my channel, then you know that I love to push technology. And one of the upgrades for 2017 is that I was going to be upgrading my camera to a Red Epic W cinema camera. And this is the same kind of camera that is used in a lot of Hollywood productions. There's movies like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I think the next Prometheus film is being shot in 8K with the red cameras, and so is the next Transformers film as well. So I'm pretty much using the same camera that they're using, but for you guys. So I did get the camera for my regular commercial productions, but when I'm not using it for my actual video work, you guys can benefit from the downtime that I have for the camera. So the videos right now are going to be viewable as 4K videos, similar to how I had my current videos all this time have all been in 4K. I've been shooting with the Samsung NX1 ever since I started uploading in 4K, and that camera is great. I mean, there's hands down that's one of the best quality DSLRs. Unfortunately, Samsung has discontinued their DSLR line, so there won't be any replacement for the NX1, which is really disappointing, because they really were ahead of their time. I mean, the camera is still ahead of its time. There's a lot of aspects of the Samsung NX1 which even today is pretty state-of-the-art. So I'll still be shooting with the Samsung NX1, but I'm going to try to shoot more and more with the new Red Epic W in probably either 6K, 6K, 60 frames per second, so that I can give you guys 4K at 60 frames per second. So, wow, what that means is that, you know, I'm sure you've seen some ASMR artists I have been uploading in 1080p at 60 frames per second, and even though I've had that ability, I haven't gone to that because I don't upload anything below 4K, and 4K cameras that shoot at 60 frames per second are almost non-existent unless you go into the really high-end cinema realm of cameras. But yeah, I didn't want to go back down to 1080p just to give you 60 frames per second. So the benefit of me getting the red camera is that I'll be able to give you the same 4K high quality resolution, but now at 60 frames per second. So, but it is a learning process. The camera has a bunch of things that I'm gonna have to learn, and it's a more complex post-production workflow, and it's way bigger files. For example, this video is probably gonna be around 100 gigs just for the raw photos, or the raw footage. So yeah, that kind of gives you an idea of the kind of workflow that I'm gonna have to get used to when shooting in the full 8K resolution. Now, just to prove that I'm shooting in 8K. So first off, this is a app called Full Control, and it is actually remotely connecting to my Red camera right now through Wi-Fi, and it basically gives me all of the information of the camera at my fingertips. And so I can zoom in on that a bit. There we go. And you can see right now that it's shooting in there's 8K widescreen right now. So that's why you see this aspect ratio is so wide. It has quite a bit of different aspect ratio modes. So yeah, one of the modes is that I really wanted to shoot in ultra widescreen. And so this was the mode that I chose for this video. Then you can see I'm at f1.8 on my lens, and I'm recording at 23.98 frames per second. And let's see what else. ISO at 250. That much space I have left on the memory card. Yeah, but I mean, it gives you all of the features of the camera right there on your phone, which is really great. So I'm going to now show you the camera using my phone here. Let's see if I can get a good angle. There we go. So that's sorry, it's not quite the best way to do it, but that's the touchscreen on the top. That's the side. The camera. There we go. Side of the cam. And the other side. Yeah, sorry, you can't really see it too well, but I did post this photo up on my social media. So I actually was doing a recording. There we go. I was actually doing a recording of a little water fountain with it, and that was actually that was actually the video that I was going to post originally, and I shot that at 60 frames per second and brought it into Premiere, and yeah, it didn't quite work. So yeah, I have to learn the workflow of this camera, but yeah, I'm really excited for it. It's going to be it's just going to bring the quality of my content up to that crazy, insane level. I mean, it's just going to be really awesome for you guys. You're just going to get even higher quality content, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it. So really, it's really going to come down to translating into giving you currently 4K at 60 frames per second. So just giving you the ultra smooth, and it'll also translate down to 1080p at 60 frames per second and 720p at 60. And then let's see, I also invested in a new live, I guess it's kind of a live streaming control center. And the awesome thing is that I will be able to connect the Red camera that I'm shooting with right now to that live control center and use the same quality camera for any of my future live feeds on YouTube. So that's going to be really awesome too. So I won't have to sacrifice any kind of quality to be able to do my streaming as well, because yeah, I really I don't stream as much as I would like, and the fact that I would have to lower the quality doesn't, kind of bothers me. So so yeah, in this case, I will be able to use the same camera and give you the same quality, which is great. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this announcement. And yeah, look for some really awesome 4K 60 frames per second content real soon. And eventually, when YouTube catches up to technology, then I will start uploading some 8K content just for fun. But it's going to be pretty useless, I think, right now. So, but at least I'll be ready for it. So, all right. So I wish you guys a good night. Sleep well and sweet dreams.